Hello everyone. Today we are going to understand one of the problems from uh, risk analysis in capital budgeting chapter, and this specific problem is about risk measurement. Let us read the question once. Shivam Limited is considering two mutually exclusive projects, A and B. Project A costs 36,000 and project B is 30,000. You have been given below the net present value probability distribution for each project. Project A and project B is given. NPV estimates and probability for both the projects has been given here. Of course, probability total should be 1. And then the question is, compute the expected net present value of project A and B. Compute the risk attached to each project, that is standard deviation of each probability distribution. Compute the profitability index of each project. Which project do you recommend? State with reasons. This is a CA final June 2009 question paper problem, and this particular problem I have taken from financial management book written by Dr. V. Rajesh Kumar, McGrew-Hill publication, with uh, the credits of the question should be given to the book, and let us start the problem now. So as we have understood the problem, what we need to do first is we need to calculate all this expected net present value of project A and B they have given, and of course risk attached to each project, standard deviation of each probability distribution we need to calculate. So what is the formula for calculating standard deviation? Is of course, before that we should know what is the variance of the project, expected NPV, all those formulas we will write it. We will write the formulas as well, and then we will go ahead. Okay, let me write the formula first. Expected NPV. Hope it is visible. Let me check once. Expected NPV. Yes. I will just zoom in. Yeah, I guess now it should be fine. Yeah, it is fine now. Expected NPV. Correct. Before starting the problem, we will write the formula. What is expected NPV formula? Summation just a minute, I have the formula here. I will just bring that formula so that it will be easy for us. In the previous problem, whichever I have solved, I have the formula. Let me bring that formula so that my work will become easy. Yeah, this is the expected NPV formula. Summation NPV under each scenario into respective probability. This is my expected NPV. This is the formula for expected NPV. Let me bring it here. Yeah, expected NPV is equal to summation NPV under each scenario into respective probability. So first question, what they have told? They have told us to calculate expected NPV, and this is what expected NPV formula is. Second one, what they have told? They have told us to calculate standard deviation. As all of us know, how to calculate standard deviation? Standard deviation is the square root of variance. It is the square root of variance. So we will calculate variance also. What is the formula for variance of NPV? Summation into NPV, summation NPV minus expected NPV whole square, it is whole square into probability. So risk attached to each project, that is standard deviation of each probability distribution. Okay. Compute the profitability index of each project. We will do that later. First, let's calculate both expected NPV and variance of the NPV. Hope it is visible. I need to check again and again so that there will be no mistake when I'm recording this particular video. Project A. These are the headings which is required. NPV for project A, and we call it as X. Okay, NPV, then probability, next column, of course it looks a little bit slow. The video might be a little bit slow for some of you, but I just want to make sure that there is no glitch and you people have understood it properly. Okay, X into probability, this is another column. Yeah, so X into probability when I do, and when I take the total of that, I will get the of course expected NPV. That is my expected NPV. Then X minus EX square is nothing but expected NPV. Okay. Into probability. The total of this is my variance. So standard deviation is obviously the square root of that. But remember, I need to consider the total, not the individual value over there. Okay, so this is my this is how my table looks like, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 values. So let me just, there is a small glitch here, small lag in my Excel, and it is taking a little bit of time, so it is not selecting properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I need a total column. Yeah, let me create a table now. Yeah, hope you have understood till here. Let us continue. They have given NPV of X. They have given. We will go back and we will check. Right. See, NPV estimate they have given 15,000, 12,000, 6,000, 3,000. I am going to bring the same values here. 15,000, then 12,000, 6,000, and 3,000. Correct? Probability, they have only given the probability as well. Here you can see the probabilities. What is the probability? 0.2, 0.3, 0.3, 0.2. Let us bring the same probability here. 0.2, then 0.3, then 0.3 again. The last one is being 0.2. Yeah, that is how the table looks like. Now what I need to do? I need to multiply. I have considered NPV of project A as X, and probability is of course there. So 15,000 into I told told you there is a small lag. Give me a second of time. Into probability 0.2. Click enter. I get the answer over there, right? So the same thing should repeat in all other columns as well. So what is that? 15,000 into 0.2, 12,000 into 0.3, 6,000 into 0.3 and 3,000 into 0.2. Let me do the total of all these things. The total of this particular column. 9,000 is the total of this particular column. Hope you are understanding. And the total of this particular column is nothing but expected NPV. This is my expected NPV. Expected NPV. So now what I need to do? What is the next column? It is about variance. NPV minus expected NPV whole square into probability. I need to do that. Correct? So of course it is going to take a little bit of time. What I will do is, before that, in the working note itself, I will calculate x minus, that is NPV minus expected NPV, so that it will be easy for me to bring it here. Working note, whether this working note is visible. This working note is visible. You can do directly, but to make sure that you will understand in a better manner, I am doing like this. Okay, x minus expected NPV. Okay, first we will do that. That is NPV minus expected NPV is equal to, NPV is how much? 15,000 minus expected NPV 9,000 is equal to 6,000. Then like that, 12,000 minus expected NPV 9,000. Then 6,000 minus expected NPV. Now the value will be in minus, but when we have to do the square of it, that is the reason it is not a problem for us. 3,000 minus 9,000 is equal to minus 6,000. What is this now? NPV minus expected NPV. That is what I have done. Okay, here I will be doing the square of it. Square of NPV minus expected NPV. Yeah, expected NPV. Hope it is visible. Let me check once. Square of NPV. So what I will do is, I will just show you how to do that in calculator, because when you are solving, you have to do it in calculator. Of course, in doing in Excel is much easier. All of us know about that, but I just wanted to show you the calculator part of it, so that you will understand it. Just give me a second of time, so that you will get to. Just a minute. I'm just doing some adjustment here so that I can show you the calculator part of it. Yeah, now as you can see, the calculator which I have made visible now, of course, a bit of work which I had to do here, because all of a sudden my Excel, I guess it needs to be restarted, but now I'm not in a position to restart it, because as all of us know, we are solving the problem. Most probably after completion of this particular problem I will be doing that. So what I need to do, I need to do the square of this 6000 square, right? 3,60,000, sorry, 36 lakhs. Okay, how much it is? 36 lakhs. Then the second one being 3,000. 3,000 square is 90 lakh. Sometimes you get irritated because of the freezed keys, etc., etc. So the previous one is 3 crore 60 lakh. I'm really sorry on that. And this next one is 90 lakh. Of course, 3,000 square minus 3,000 square is also 90 lakh, and 6,000 square is obviously once again 3 crore 60 lakhs. Now what I need to do? I need to multiply this value with the probability. Look at the calculation now. I'll just just bring the look at the calculation now. Hope you can see this. 3 crore 60 lakh multiplied with the probability value. Correct? 72 lakhs. Next, 90 lakhs multiplied with, I'm really sorry on the external noise which you can hear. I cannot avoid, I'm in a residential area. I can't tell them to not to use their utensils. 90 lakh in between the problem, something like this is really nice to talk like a regular class. Yeah. Once again, 3 crore 60 lakh multiplied with 0.2 probability, 72 lakh. So 72 lakh, 27 lakh, 27 lakh and 72 lakh is equal to some, I just want the total of that. Of course, what is this? This will be my variance. 1 crore 98 lakh is my variance. And what I need? I actually need standard deviation. I actually need standard deviation. So this is what I have done for project X, sorry, project A. Same thing I need to do for project B also now. Project B also. Correct? Let me take the same columns so that my job becomes easy. respective notebooks. So hence you need to rewrite. The advantage of being a teacher is this one. Yeah, so let me change these values. Probability also changes now, of course, right? And let me bring this working note also, because there are some calculation here also. Yeah, I know. Yes. So the NPV of, let me consider, because I have already considered one NPV as X. This NPV, let it be Y. And what it is? Here it is. 15,000, 12,000, 6,000, 3,000. Oh. The NPV remains the same. Simply I delete it. Let me bring it here. Probability changes. 0.1, okay, 0.4, because I have already done all the calculation, Excel is helping me. 0.4 again, and 0.1. Okay, so it is expected NPV is 1500, 4800, 2400 and 300, and the total is 9000 again. Then I need to do the variance of the problem, variance of the project. Before that, I need to go for working note. In working note, what I have done in the beginning, I have done the X minus, that is NPV minus expected NPV. That's all I have done. Yeah, NPV minus expected NPV, the total. Okay, the total. Here it is 15,000 minus 9,000 again, 12,000 minus, the values remains the same. So the values remains the same, and of course that clearly gives us the idea that the square also remains the same. Correct? 3 crore 60 lakh, 90 lakh, 90 lakh and 3 crore 60 lakh. Here it changes, I guess. I need to do some changes here. Is equal to, what I need to do now, this is a square, right? Y minus EY the whole square into probability 0.1. 36 lakhs. Next, 90 lakh into 0.4, 36 lakh again. Very good. 90 lakh. This one. Correct. Into 0.4 once again. Yes. Sorry, that's the same. 36 lakhs. Okay. So the last one also 3 crore 60 lakh. The answer remains the same at 36 lakh again, because we have already seen that for 1 crore 44 lakhs. Okay, so now I have expected NPV and variance of both the project. Let me write a summary table now. I know I need to do some more calculation. We will do that using the summary tables, students, or whoever is viewing this particular problem. Yeah, you can see that. Summary. What this summary includes, what are the measures we have calculated, and project A and project B. Let me do this as a small table so that there will be a better clarity for all of you to understand. Yeah. Fine. Measure. First one, expected NPV. We have already calculated expected NPV. See here, in both the projects, it is 9,000, 9,000. Hope you understand. We have calculated. We have calculated. See here. Let me go back and show that to you. 9,000 and 9,000. Project A 9,000. This one and this one. Yeah. Correct. So expected NPV we have already written. Now what we need to do? Variance. We have not yet calculated the standard deviation, right, students? Variance of NPV we have already calculated. What is the formula? NPV minus expected NPV square into probability. So in the first case, what is the value of the first project A? 1 crore 98 lakh. Okay, 1 crore 98 lakhs. Correct. Yeah, 1 crore 98 lakh. And for project B it is 1 crore 44 lakhs. Just a second. Just taking a little bit of time. I want to understand what is the reason. 1 crore 44 lakhs. Yes. So I have written expected NPV and variance of NPV. Now I need to do standard deviation of NPV. As I have variance, I need to do a standard deviation. Let me bring it here, and that is my calculator. How to do that, students? Very simple. Yes, let my calculator come here. Yeah, project A, how much? 1 crore 98 lakh, right? Just a minute. Sometimes it actually checks your patience level. Okay, 1 crore 98 lakhs and the square root of it, 4,449.719, that means 72. Correct? I'm bringing it here. Second one, 1 crore 44 lakhs. 1 crore 44 lakh, square root of it is my standard deviation, that is 3,794.73. Let it be like that because the decimal is that much. Yeah, done. Hope you're understanding. I got the answer. Correct? Standard deviation of NP. So now what I need to do? So they have told us to calculate the risk expected NPV. Uh, yeah, expected NPV and standard deviation. So both we have already calculated. Because we wanted to calculate standard deviation, we have calculated variance also. So we have calculated three major calculation we have completed now. And later they have told compute the profitability index of each project. So profitability index. What is the formula for profitability index? Simple. I will write it here. Here because it aligns. Yeah. PI is equal to open the square bracket and the small bracket cost of the project plus expected NPV, in this case, okay, expected NPV, close the small bracket, divided by cost of the project. So square bracket. Cost of the project plus expected NPV divided by cost of the project. So this is what I need to do in the first case. In the first case, how much it will be now is equal to cost of the project. How much is the cost of the project? What they have told? Shivam Limited is considering two. Let me go back and check the question. Shivam Limited is considering two mutual exclusive project, project A and B. Project A cost how much? 36,000. So cost of the project is how much here? 36,000 plus expected NPV. In my case, first or second, we have got the same answer, but expected NPV is 9,000 divided by cost of the project 36,000. Correct? How much it will be? 1.25. So profitability index of project A is 1.25. That means there is a chance that it is 0.25, that is 25% index it is. So one is considered as base 100, 125. That means 25% chance that the profitability from this particular project can be accepted. This is project A. Correct? This is project A. Now for project B. Same I need to do once again is equal to cost of the project in this case is not 36,000, it is how much? Go back, let's see the question. Project B is 30,000. 30,000. Correct? Plus expected NPV is how much? Expected NPV we have calculated. Once again in this case also it is 9,000 itself, students, divided by cost of the project again 30,000. So in this case how much it will be? 1.3. 1.3. Correct? So now after that, which project do you recommend? They have also told us to recommend the project. We will be able to recommend a particular project using coefficient of coefficient of variation. So we will be able to capture the variations, correct, and we will be able to tell which project can be recommended, which project can be taken ahead, because expected NPV is same in both the cases. Profitability index has changed, so based on that we will be we may not be able to give the accurate answer. Of course profitability index has changed, But let's look at the risk factor also, which has a lower risk. Coefficient of variation, it will capture the variation of the project. Hence, we will be able to uh, give the right answer. So, what is the formula for coefficient of variation? CV, standard deviation, divided by expected NPV into 100 into 100. This is my formula for calculating coefficient of variation. Let's calculate coefficient of variation for project A is equal to standard deviation is how much? Open the bracket, 4,449, right, divided by expected NPV is 9,000, close the bracket, into 100. 49.44%. Yes. Now for project B, standard deviation, open the bracket, standard deviation is 3794.73 multiplied by expected NPV is 9,000, close the bracket, into 100, 42.16%. So this is what I get to know when I calculate coefficient of variation. So this project A has 49.44% of variation, whereas project B has 42.16% of variation. That means project B has lesser risk compared to project A when we calculate coefficient of variation. Hence, we recommend project B to company can opt project B over project A because of less risk associated with project B. Hope you have understood. Thank you so much. Of course, share this particular video with whoever are in need of this particular type of problems. Tell them to subscribe the channel and please like the video. This is the video has been recorded and recorded in Prasa Academy's YouTube channel. I'm Dr. Sandesh. Thank you so much for listening to me. Thank you.